return for a touchdown. Drops back, pumps once, pumps twice. Hit, ball comes loose. It looks like the Steelers have come up with it. Play action throws, intercepted. It's picked off by Alex Highsmith. Takes the snap. He'll keep it on the quarterback draw. Ball came loose. Pittsburgh comes out of the pile with the ball. The Ravens are going to come up short.
The turnovers, I feel, is the reason we lost the game. Put that on me. Got to clean those up, and I feel we won that game.
Lamar Jackson taking the blame for the loss last week against the Steelers, a heavily anticipated AFC North matchup. And then this week, they've got the Colts. And Lamar, coming off that 4-turnover performance, could have his hands full Sunday against a Colts defense that's turned some heads. Here's exactly why. Indy's excelled at taking away the middle of the field, allowing an NFL low 2 touchdowns this season on passes inside the numbers, with the second lowest QBR and completion rate. That could spell some doom for Jackson, considering his 29 touchdowns on such passes over the last 2 seasons lead the NFL. We know that he likes the middle of the field. That's where he feels comfortable, Dan, when it comes to throwing the ball, something that maybe we've wanted to see more of him. So how big of a challenge do you think this Colts defense will be for Lamar on Sunday?
Yeah, first of all, that's a great stat because it shows up on tape. Listen, our tape. The Baltimore Ravens have a kind of makeshift offensive line right now because of injuries. And who goes over to left tackle? Is it Orlando Brown or somebody else? But this Indianapolis Colts defensive line has the chance to feast this weekend because not only the front four, but their rush. Look at the front four right now and just their ability to get up the line of scrimmage. And that's some of their blitz packages. Houston gets one-on-one. He's too fast around the edge. That's that left tackle with Ronnie Stanley. Now we'll show you 5 guys up. Are we coming or are we just dropping? We're all just trying to get 5 one-on-ones. And look at Autry. Look at Houston just kind of close this pocket because they're double teaming DeForest Buckner. Same look. There's this 4 defensive linemen, then a linebacker, Leonard up. What they're going to do is close down the bottom of the defensive line and then allow him quickly to wrap around. That's a really simple but kind of impactful blitz package that the Colts have. So you're talking about a front that can get after you, new offensive line, and then a really good blitz package. And then the fact that the coverage, the cover 3 scheme that the Colts love to deploy does exactly what Lamar wants to do. Throw the ball to the middle of the field. They will challenge Lamar to push the ball to the boundary to get completions. It's going to be a huge kind of a big challenge for this Baltimore Ravens offense and Lamar in the passing game.
Yeah, we've been here before, Dio. Like, I 100% agree with what you're saying. The difference is in last week when they played Pittsburgh, and having the success that they ran the football with. And then I go back to the Cleveland game when they played the Colts. Cleveland was able to make a little hay on the ground. Look, the Indianapolis Colts are going to have to earn the right to rush the passer. And to what Dan is, to his point, that's when Lamar Jackson is going to have to be able to make plays on the outside. We know that Marquise Brown Hollywood talked about use the soldiers, and we saw Snead make a few plays against Pittsburgh. But this is still the same old broken record, fellas. It's the same broken record, Al. I've been telling everybody, hope that you don't have to get in that situation, because right now what the Ravens have shown is that is how you beat them. That is their vulnerability. The defense will come up with some plays against Phillip Rivers, but they have to figure out a way to get the outside pass going.
Yeah, to your point, Marcus, you have been saying this for a long time. Dan wanted him to get a tight end at the trade deadline. They did not do that. But Key, will this game come down in your mind to Lamar's performance on Sunday?
Absolutely not. Lamar's fine. It'll come down to Phillip Rivers and his decision-making, Dan. When you look at him, I mean, he's 6 turnovers so far, interceptions this year. Basically, I'm going to give him 1 a game. Even though they played 7 games, I'm still going to give him 1 a game. And I think when you look at Phillip Rivers, he can be good at times and he can bring you from behind, but it's always that, damn, I knew he was going to do that moment. Yes, Jimmy Smith steps in the lineup for Marlon Humphreys at the cornerback spot. Marcus Peters is there. So when you look at it, the pressure that they apply from Baltimore's defense to Phillip Rivers can really get to him. I'm not worried about Lamar. I'm not worried about Lamar's passing game. I'm not worried about him running the ball, because the one thing that he has is his legs. That is important for him. It's interesting because a lot of us, even on this show, thought that Phillip Rivers shouldn't have that job anymore. He's been better of late, but maybe we don't see that in this game on Sunday. All right, let's get to another thing. It's been a tough time for the Cowboys, no doubt. Andy Dalton dealing with a concussion. Then this week, he's also been placed on the COVID list. Ben DiNucci struggled. The Cowboys had the Steelers. So head coach Mike McCarthy talking today about changes they're going to have to make at the quarterback spot.
Well, they're both smart. They both pick up the game plan quickly. You can see that right away with Garrett. You can see that in my time with Cooper during the virtual meetings. He always asked really good questions. They just need reps. I mean, frankly, it's what Ben needs. So we're gonna let those two guys. We're gonna go through the week and then make a decision.
All right, so here we are, Marcus Spears, with a couple guys playing quarterback for the Cowboys that are making you take a big, deep breath and shake your head. What do you make of those options for the Cowboys at quarterback?
It don't matter who the damn options are, Laura. They playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have we not watched the Pittsburgh Steelers defense play? Listen, if you feel like Cooper Rush or Garrett gives you a better chance to maybe be in the game for the first 5 minutes of the game, then decide whatever you're going to decide, Mike McCarthy. But this is not about the quarterback spot alone. This is about trying to find an efficient way to move the football. There will be no difference in DiNucci as opposed to Cooper Rush or Garrett in this football game. Did we not just see Lamar Jackson get turned over 4 times against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense? Do we not realize that TJ Watt is still out there and Bud Dupree is out there? Look, I like talking about these things. I love talking about football. We breaking down tape. We talk about other teams. It does not damn matter who playing quarterback for the Cowboys this upcoming game. They ain't going to win and they ain't going to look good, whoever behind center.
Marcus, let's be very clear here. This is, whoever it is going to be starting, going to be the 4th different quarterback the Dallas Cowboys have started over the last month. 4. Okay, there are not many teams in the league that have done that. We've seen Dak Prescott go down with a season-ending injury. We've seen Andy Dalton get concussed and be placed on the reserve COVID-19 list. We saw Ben DiNucci on Sunday night in Philadelphia. And we're going to see another quarterback this Sunday. My guess, and it's just a guess, would be Cooper Rush because he's got more experience running that offense. But to your point, does it really matter against an excellent Pittsburgh Steelers defense, the fact that Dallas will be using its 4th different quarterback the last month?
Yeah, Shefty, they're the first team, the Cowboys, to start 4 different QBs before the 10th game of the season since the 2005 49ers. Shefty, I just want to check really fast before we go to break. Did you have a couple more COVID tidbits before we go?
Again, we've got a situation where Matthew Stafford was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list this afternoon. We have the Green Bay Packers still on course to leave for San Francisco, despite the fact that they've lost their running backs, and the 49ers lost Kendrick Bourne to the reserve COVID-19 list. So there's a lot going on.